Anti-Afro Svengalis, I'm going to say a couple things before I go into the main commentary. Thank you to all of you who always express your genuine concern and caring. It's mutual. That you take the time out to let me know when people are engaging in this freakish behavior that raises alarm bells. Now, let me say this. YouTube does what YouTube wants to do. There's never been any rule or regulation that YouTube has laid down or any restriction that I'm like, oh my God, YouTube did this. It's of no consequence because it's YouTube's platform. YouTube can do whatever it wants. So if they want to give everybody a community page or wall, it makes no difference. It sure as hell doesn't mean I'm going to spend the limited time that I have to come onto YouTube to do videos. I am not going to waste a single second going to a demon or an enemy's community wall. I am confident that those who care about my well-being, they're going to let me know if there's anybody crossing the line. I appreciate that, but you're not getting any response from me with respect to what's on these pages. I'm not going there. I don't care. Quit tagging me. I just got done clicking off 15 different mention setups. I'm not going to get the notifications. I don't care what you have to say. There is only one person, and it's mutual, I can assure you, who I do not rock with anymore, whose community page I'm going to be visiting. And that is it. The other community pages that I'm going to be on are the people I'm rocking with. I will respond to what I need to respond to. And those issues are things that have already occurred. It has nothing to do with what's happening now. There are scores to settle, and I can guarantee you I'm going to settle every single one. I'm not racking up any conflicts. I'm not in any beefs. We have business to deal with, unfinished business. So let's move on. That's a great transition because this individual I'm talking to you about right now, this Carrie Ann character, also goes by Garfield. Yes, there is business to take care of with her legacy of false accusations. Yes, absolutely. Let me tell you something, everyone. I'm going to remind you of what I said about this character, Garfield. From the start, I stated essentially nothing that she says is credible or believable. That's why I was not going to be taking this to heart, body, and soul. But this person loves to continue trying to get your attention by escalating. This is where she's the most comfortable. And she did escalate. She did get our attention when she leveled slanderous, actionable false accusations. That is the focus. All that other crap that she's engaging in, let her spiral right back down to the sewer where she belongs. When I was recording this video, as I was moving on through the topics, there's something that kept swirling in my brain, and I saying, hold it, I gotta stop. I gotta go back now and edit this video because I need to show you what was so significant for me when I was doing this video. And it's in the form of a brief clip, and I'm going to tell you what it is. It is an interview segment with Barbara Walters, the Shah of Iran, and his wife Farah Diba. And there were 3 issues that came up in this brief segment: human rights for women, intelligence, men versus women, and governing. Can his wife, and women in general, that is, as well, govern as well as men? Stay tuned, and I will return.
Do you think that women are equal to men?
Equal in the human rights, yes, sure.
You have given women in your country their human rights.
Mm-hmm.
What about equal in intelligence?
Well, there are cases, sure. We can always have some exceptions and find fantastic women.
Here and there.
But yes, but on the average.
Do you feel your wife can govern as well as a man?
I prefer that will not answer.
But you have made your wife the regent of this country. If you should die, your wife heads this country, and yet you're not certain that she can govern as well as a man.
I can't say.
Say something, Your Majesty. How do you feel when you listen to this?
Well, what can I say?
Silence is also an effective communicator, but don't try to explain this to Garfield. And Barbara Walters was stoking, let me tell you, had the Shah of Iran remained in Iran and died in power, his wife would not have ascended to the throne. It would have been his son. He had 2 sons. So this is just aggravation and instigation that Barbara Walters was putting. That's okay. She's a journalist. So let's move on. Let me tell you something, people. This past weekend, it was a disaster. When you look at what occurred, or you ponder what occurred, and some of you may not know, so I might be giving a little bit extra detail. There was an incredible display of what the Shah just stated. Now, you can believe what you want to believe. I myself, not about to go into a debate about whether men versus women are more intelligent. People have a right to their opinion. I'm not getting hung up on the Shah. I'm just using this interview to illustrate my points. You can believe what you want to believe. But let's go with what the Shah was saying about exceptions. Garfield failed in all 3 areas. The human rights area, and I'll take the human rights. Thank you very much. I'll take those human rights. Her display over the past couple of days shows what she's always shown, a lack of respect for basic human rights. And this is a woman who thinks she's superior to men, specifically brothers, black men. She likes to assert that she has a right to be able to speak when she wants, even if it's someone else's platform. So she doesn't demonstrate the ability to govern well, because to govern well, you must be able to listen. Silence is an effective communicator. She failed there as well. And she certainly didn't demonstrate that she had the sufficient amount of intelligence to overtake 5 men who used 5 different strategies to put her in her place. I could use some other descriptors, the ones that she likes to use. I bodied them. I told them. No, they told you. And let me tell you, it was brutal. And let me tell you how and why it was brutal. Because in order for this person, Garfield, and this was evident from the very start, people, in order for Garfield to have a false perception of prevailing over men, she needs to outscream them. She needs her vulgarity to be the distractor. She needs her put downs to be remembered. That's what she goes by. She doesn't go by, I'm exhibiting this intelligence that I claim that I have over these brothers, these broke, dusty, beat down predator, whatever descriptor she wants to use to describe these brothers. They're all broken, dusty, but they want my pussy. I will suck their dicks and they will be proud of it. This is how she looks at men, and she's trying to say, women need to be protected. You must respect me. But let me be specific. I got the 5 names of the brothers, and I don't even rock with all these brothers who tore her ass up. Can you bear to even listen? It is embarrassing, because she tried to use her standard approach of escalating up to Mount Rushmore level. Here's a secret. If she can't get you to escalate with her, she don't want anything to do with you. Have you ever heard Carrie Ann try to go through a conversation that's just a standard conversation, just you're just speaking? With a man, you're just having a conversation. Oh, no. That is not possible for Carrie Ann, because she becomes very uncomfortable. She starts getting antsy. She starts trying to rush you through what you're saying. She wants to start jumping on the name calling and the screaming and the hollering, because it obscures a lot of things. She wants her vulgarity to be the distraction. She wants her screaming to be the distraction. She wants people to say, oh my God, I bodied that person. Forget about the topic at hand. But she tried it and failed with all 5 of these brothers. She kept trying to take them off kilter, but they kept coming back to why they had an issue and why they were talking to her, why they wanted to address something with her. She didn't want to deal with that. Just completely and totally discombobulated because they didn't want to escalate up to her level of screaming and name calling and threatening and talking about people's parents and talking about people's race and talking about your dusty and broken your money. What did that have to do with the topics that the individual brothers were dealing with? Nothing. Nothing at all. But they kept coming back to what they wanted to say to her. She has so much to say about everybody else. Do you know someone told me the number of people that she talked about? When Garfield came and ranted after she failed to achieve what she set out to achieve, she went in rant mode on multiple people. Do you think this is normal? That you are going to rant on, I won't even tell you the number. Maybe I should have that as a trivia question or a contest question rather. How many people did Garfield scream and cry about after she failed to overtake the 5 brothers who put her in her place? That's an interesting contest question. Hold on to that. Carrie Ann was too busy screaming. The brothers who took her down this weekend remember the subject matter. And it doesn't matter what the topic of conversation was, it was the method that was used. She failed. She keeps trying to tell everybody that she's smarter, that she's more intelligent, that she's got more money, that she's more desirable, that she has all the answers. And she can take on as many brothers as she needs to, but she was crying and whining and begging for mercy from the host. How are you begging for mercy from the host? You can't partake, you can't partake. What she wanted the host to allow her to do, this was DJ Drama Show, was to scream and holler out of control. Now, just because you raise your voice, it doesn't mean you can't have a productive discussion. Raised voices is not the end of the world. Heated debates or discussions, however you want to describe them, it's not what it is. It's what are you saying? And what was she trying to do? She wanted to start using vulgarity, which she typically does, and bashing and insulting and calling people broke, dusty. Her new word is degenerate. That's her favorite word. She's stuck on that word. She can't get out of the word. Everyone's a degenerate. But what does this contribute to the conversation? It contributes nothing. So when she was confronted about her morality, claiming to be this high-standing moral person and engaging in this broad sweeping false accusations and insults, and was called out on it. Again, it doesn't matter what your position is on any of these subjects. Listen to the strategy. I'm going to start out with Remix, who Garfield wanted no parts of. Came in non-escalated mode, confronting Garfield about the shit she's been saying, and she got the hell out of there. And then from there, I'm going to continue on with the rest of the brothers who Garfield had an incredibly difficult time dealing with. So rock out with this video. I have some more I need to come back and address, but that will be in a different video. Be sure you do not touch that dial when you hear buyer beware.
Carrie Ann,
Yeah.
what's your issue with me? Like, why you keep bringing up my name and I ain't even mention you?
Oh, I don't want to talk to Remix. I thought it
wanna
was
talk?
somebody else. I'm good.
I'm just saying why you keep bringing up my name.
I don't keep
obviously
bringing up
wanna
your
talk
name,
to
nigga. You kept bringing my name up for
Yes,
months.
I
I
ain't
don't
even
make it
talking
seem like I
about
keep
you. I
bringing
ain't
up
even
your
live.
name, nigga. I'm about
I
to
haven't
hop
even
off
went
because
live.
you a degenerate nigga. I'm not about to go back and forth with. Bye.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. I told y'all I'm a dirty dog.
Damn, son. You see, man, that says a whole about a person, man. My G. God damn. God damn. Shit. You talk shit about the nigga. Nigga pull up. Nigga confronts you, and now you want to leave. See? That's what the hell? Come on, man. We're gonna talk shit. Make sure you back your shit. Make sure it don't stink. You know what I mean? Hold on. But hey, man.
Okay, well, in other news,
I'm just trying to figure out why she keep mentioning my name when I ain't saying nothing about this woman. Like, I ain't even studying this woman. When I go live, I only talk about her. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, like, I think, too, her situation and the Photon situation, she always try to compare it to me and Nikki. It's two different situations. So she felt ballsy yesterday to talk about me. Like, again, I came on her. I'm not finna cuss and yell at you or do none of that goofy shit because, you know, so I do that on my show. But anyway, like, I just trying to figure out, like, why she keep mentioning me. If I'm so irrelevant and I'm dusty, why would you spend time out your day to talk about a dusty broke nigga?
It's for attention, man. That's it. You hot in this second remix.
As far as Carrie, man, I just, when things get real, you know what I mean? Like, when things get real, you kind of feel, like, I feel bad. Like, I feel bad about, I just feel bad about even giving her a hard time, man.
Nah, don't feel bad.
Like, no, I do. That's like giving one of my students. That's like giving one of my students a hard time. You know what I mean? You know that they can't help.
But look, binary. If you willing to dip in the water with some sharks and do some fuckery, then that's on you. Damn, the pot has stirred up.
Yeah, I just got a couple of quick comments because I'm not going back and forth with no predator. Number one, whatever my mental health status, mental health status, I don't go around touching on people without their permission repeatedly over and over again. So what's your mental health issues?
Carry on.
Well, hold up. A predator said something about my mental health. A predator said something about my mental health.
Okay, but don't call somebody a predator if you don't got paper.
Can you? I don't really want to talk to you like you.
Shut up. If you don't got the papers.
Why do I need paper when he admitted that?
Okay, if you got the papers, then prove it. If you don't, shut up. Oh, shut up about that.
No, I'm not going to shut up.
Okay, you see, I'm not going to sit here and say that to him if I don't got the proof.
And I do have the proof he admitted it. And you fighting this nigga
I was there too. Or are you delusional?
It's the whole Ray Triggs thing. Let me finish what I was saying. Will you mute him?
Okay. So what if?
Because I ain't come up here for Mikey. Mikey cool and everything, but I
do have a couple of things. I thought she wasn't supposed to be on the. I thought she wasn't supposed to be on the panel with me. If you have such ill regard for what I did when I was 19, why are you up here when you said you weren't? All you're doing is solidifying the hypocrisy.
It's not hypocrisy.
No, you said you weren't going to do one thing. Now you're doing it. No, this is what you do. This is what you do. A blatant contradiction. You are the biggest hypocrite in the. You are the biggest hypocrite in the sector.
How many?
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to listen to him call me a hypocrite.
You are though. You are. You're the biggest hypocrite in the sector. I'm glad you can control Odie though, Garfield. You can at least control Odie. You can at least control Odie. Hey, you can keep throwing out those discriminating terms all you want. I don't care. I don't care. And I'm sorry. I am so sorry that I triggered you and that I triggered your mental health. I am so sorry about that. And your mental illness. I am so sorry about that.
No, I'm not.
I apologize deeply. I apologize deeply for the scars for the wounds. I apologize deeply for the wounds that have not been healed in your life. I apologize on behalf of every black man that has hurt you and that you just cannot forgive. How you gonna apologize on behalf of black men? I've apologized. I apologize because the mental illness is seeping through your pores, and I am so sorry.
You're just gonna keep repeating your same talking points. That's fine.
Just the way that you started. This the way that you started seeking attention from Mr. Triggs just shows me clearly. Just shows me clearly how delusional, how pathetic, and how little you are. What is pathetic about? I mean, you are the poster child.
I can try to get
what kind of medications are you on?
I'm on a medication that don't have me touching drunk bitches when they don't.
Okay, so what is that? So what is that? So what is that? So what is it?
I guess whatever your mama didn't give you.
So what? Okay, so what is that? So what is? Okay, so what is that?
I don't know. What is it you don't take?
What kind of medication are you on? What kind of medication are you on?
See, this is why I didn't want to get on the panel with him because he's just gonna keep going in circles.
Because you're a hypocrite.
I'm not.
You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite.
I don't care about you thinking I'm a hypocrite.
What kind of medication? What kind of medication are you on? Okay, when your phone goes off and the alarm goes off on your phone and it says time to take the meds, what do you take at 5:30?
I take some shit that don't have me touching bitches all over their body without their permission. Drama,
what do you take?
Yo, shut
over and over? No, she can talk. She can talk.
Drama, he's just saying the same thing over and over.
What do you take at 7:45?
He's saying the same thing over and over, Drama. So the other thing I wanted to come up here and say was, the thing with Ray Triggs, because everybody likes to put so many words in my mouth. I didn't tell Ray Triggs what he could and couldn't say. I'm just telling him, if you want to have a little friendly roast battle with me, it's a boundary I have to set on that photon shit. If he wants to keep doing it, that's fine. I'm just not going to go back and forth with him when he needs to use another man's name to get under my skin. If he's not man enough to give him rules, why are you interrupting me?
How are you going to try to give him rules?
Why are you interrupting me?
Rules to roasting?
Why are you interrupting me? Stop. Why are you interrupting me, though?
What time is it now?
Why can't you wait patiently until I'm done talking? What time is it in Atlanta?
Rules to roasting? Oh my gosh, you are really trying to find your way.
Nobody said there was a rule to roasting.
Nobody said that. You just said he can't talk about photon. That's a rule.
I said that if he talks about photon, I'm going to disengage.
That's a rule.
How is that? He can still roast me. I'm pretty sure this nigga is still going to roast me. I'm sure this nigga. What are you doing? You just trying to make noise so I can't be heard?
I'm not trying to make noise. I'm trying to clearly expose.
Drama, you gotta control the flow of this conversation, or I'm gonna drop down. If you let this nigga keep talking over me, it's no point.
Well, you hopped up when you said you wasn't going to.
I hop up when I want to, and hop down when I want to.
OMG!
I do what the fuck I want to do, bitch.
I can't. How? What kind of hairstyle
Drama,
you got
I wish
today?
you would have took control, but you just gonna let this.
What kind of hairstyle you got
today?
What kind of hairstyle you got today? What you rocking?
I mean, if you would control it so we can speak one at a time, Drama, I expected more. I thought you would have some more control over it.
But you said you weren't even coming up here.
But I can't
you said you weren't even coming up here.
Yeah, but I'm here now. So how many times you gonna repeat that shit?
Did I really have you come up here? Am I that powerful? Am I that powerful that you're up here right now when you said you wouldn't?
No, it's just that I do what I want. And this is why, thank you for illustrating to me why I didn't want to come up here. Because just like you
but you're here. But you're here. You should have known. You should have known. You're here. See, that's what I'm saying. What time is it? Did you miss? Uh-oh.
Drama, I can't believe you just letting this run amok. So I'm gonna have to hop back down with you black, but I'm not gonna.
You said you wasn't coming up here. That's the problem.
Yeah, I said so what? That's not what a hypocrite is.
How you putting this on drama?
Did you tell your wife you wasn't gonna cheat on her?
How you putting this on drama?
Did you tell your wife you wasn't gonna cheat on her?
How you putting this on drama when you're the one that's causing this? And this is why I'm so sad. I feel so bad for you. You can't even see this.
I ain't got time for this shit. Boy, bye.
You're delusional. You're delusional. Yep. Let's go.
Nah, binary.
Let's
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad if somebody's willing to dip into the fuckery.
No, I don't feel bad. I feel bad because it's real. No, I feel bad because it's real, bro. It's a real thing, man. That's the thing that hurts.
Okay. You know what, man? I'm surprised you didn't sue nobody for saying some shit.
Okay.
I know. Well, nah, man. I ain't trying to.
I'm surprised at that.
Hold on. Let me address something. When you choose to come up here, you are responsible for yourself. I am not holding your hand. Now, you said you didn't want to be up here with the so-called predator. You jumped up here. I allowed you two adults to talk how y'all wanted to talk to each other. And that's I'm going to leave it at that. Now, y'all can continue.
All these corny bitches in the chat saying I like to attack black men. Fuck every one of you little dick weak bitches. Every time a black woman tell a black man to do better at something, it doesn't mean she hates black men. I don't sit around attacking black men. I defend black men very often. But some of y'all who are degenerates take some of the shit I say personally because it applies to you, and I don't give a fuck about offending you. I'm not super interested in adult conversation. I would rather keep the beef going.
Okay, well, my mic is muted.
Well, I know that's what you really want. You get off on arguing with black men. Fun? I'm having a great time, but I'm just glad I'm glad you included yourself in it, Carrie. Thank you. This is good sector content. How you doing?
I agree. Then let's say less. I don't have a lot to say.
No. I got a lot to say. I got a lot of questions.
Go ahead.
Let's because remember, I'm sensitive Tig. Remember, I'm Mr. Sensitive Tig. So I got a lot of questions because you've been silent and quiet for the past few months towards me. since I did my roast. Remember the roast that you was too scared to watch? So my first question to you is, have you watched that roast yet?
No, and I wasn't too scared. I just am paying you dust.
Okay. Not paying me dust, but we're paying me dust this morning. Gotcha. Okay. So what is it that you felt was actually wrong? Because you kept comparing me and saying, you know, that's the part that I don't like about you. When you want to argue with black men, you say it a black thing, like I'm attacking black women. When everybody in the sector know, I've roasted a lot of people in the sector, not
Is this
just
what
women.
you called me up here for?
I called you up here because you called me up here. You called me up here, did you not? So if you want to start the conversation, you can go ahead.
I mean, you
what
called
do
me back
say?
up here. You called me back up here to say what?
Oh,
Triggs?
Jesus
What are we
Christ.
doing?
These goddamn Nikki semantics. You originally called me up here. I said, let me get my clothes on because I was nice in the bed, nice and comfy with my feet up in the air.
The chat was saying you should come up. That wasn't me.
And you agreed with him. You said,
I don't want to do this right now. But
okay, so you don't want to talk to me.
You called me up here to cry about your feelings some more?
So you don't want to talk to me. So you don't have nothing to say.
I'd rather just keep roasting you. Wasn't that fun?
Okay.
Wasn't we having fun?
So you rather roast me with your scripted material. Can we answer that question that I have?
I don't have scripted material. I guess I'm more clever than you, so it seems scripted to you.
Okay. Was you not reading your words on a whiteboard on the right side?
I was not reading my words on a whiteboard.
Okay. I just wanted to get that on record so that I could hear you say it. So then when I make my videos about it, it makes it even funnier. You get what I'm saying?
It never happened. You can't prove something that didn't happen. Why? What do you think I said that was so clever I had to write it down?
Carrie, let me tell you a secret about roast. It don't have to happen to make it funny. That's the thing about my
Don't you feel like we talking about this too much? We gonna ruin it. I ain't really got no fuckery in a couple of months.
Actually,
go ahead.
Actually,
this is more you talking about your fucking feelings to me.
You're giving me content, Carrie. Everything you say is going to be used against you later. So I need you to talk and talk and talk. So I'm asking you questions for a reason. That's what people do that actually know how to roast. That's what they do. They get the other person to talk so then they can use that shit later on. That's all I'm trying to do. So can I ask you
then I'm only going to indulge you for 3 more questions in that case. Go.
That's okay. That's all right. I got enough. Because I'm really not focused on you because you was really irrelevant. It wasn't even a part of the equation anyway. You did, you just wanted to
say I just got that Biggie Smalls eye.
You just wanted to jump in it. So
yeah,
I'm going to focus. Yeah, no problem. You're in it now. So that's all. Ain't nothing else need to be said. You're right.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. This is why. But ain't nobody scared of you, Ray Triggs. Ain't nobody scared of you.
I didn't say you was. I thought I misunderstood, Carrie.
I just came up here because it was this whole, she don't want to go up there. And for the record, let the record show, I don't have no problem roasting 4 of you niggas at a time. I've done it before. But it's certain degenerate niggas I'm not about to go back and forth with. Ray Triggs, I would courtesy you with an argument back and forth. I'm not about to get in the mud with Remix or fucking binary code. So I'm up here for the pleasure or whatever you wanted to say. But aside from that.
Well, that's all I got because in my mind, you're really irrelevant at this moment. So I don't really have nothing else to say to you either. So you're right.
Well, thank you for making me relevant.
Did it too. I thought she had smoke for me as well. I thought she was. Maybe I misunderstood and misread the chat as well. But I could have swore I heard her on here saying that she wanted me up there. But it's cool.